Blizzards along the Gulf Coast are normally seen only at a Dairy Queen. But on Tuesday, for the first time ever, a National Weather Service office in southwest Louisiana issued a blizzard warning for a number of counties and parishes. Words that I never thought would come out of my mouth, meteorologist Donald Jones said in a briefing from the NWS office in Lake Charles, Louisiana. The blizzard warning, meaning residents can expect to see frequent 35 miles per hour wind gusts, with visibility likely limited to less than a quarter mile, covers 2 Texas counties and 6 Louisiana parishes. It comes as a long swath of the South faces extreme cold, sleet, and snow this week. As of Tuesday morning, Jones said, snow totals were ranging from 1 to 3 inches and up, and there is more to come over the next several hours. Snow was also falling Tuesday morning in New Orleans, where the NWS office says the region could see freezing lows through the week. Wind chills in the teens and even some single digits possibly will hit an area that includes New Orleans, Baton Rouge, and southwest Mississippi, according to an update from NWS meteorologist Kevin Gilmore. Wednesday will be the coldest morning, with New Orleans forecast to be at 22 degrees, Gilmore said, urging people to limit their time outside. Emergency officials say people need to take steps to protect water pipes, pets, their plants, and each other from the freezing conditions. Local and state governments are opening warming centers and warning drivers to beware of treacherous roads that could be coated with slick ice. Roads could be very dangerous to travel on, said Eric Bullard of the Mississippi Emergency Management Agency, according to Mississippi Public Broadcasting. So don't go out if you don't have to. Stay at home. By Tuesday, nearly 2,000 flights within the U.S. and internationally had been canceled, and around 10,000 flights delayed, according to FlightAware. In Houston, both major airports suspended operations in anticipation of hazardous conditions, while local authorities warned residents to stay off the roads. Houston's low temperatures were forecast to dip to 18 degrees Fahrenheit, -8 degrees Celsius, threatening to freeze exposed pipes and causing significant disruptions to daily life. The storm's reach extended from Texas to North Carolina, with winter storm warnings covering a vast swath of the South. In New Orleans, temperatures in the 30s were rare, with locals like Lakeisha Reed, manager of Boku Eats Catering, facing canceled travel plans due to the cold snap. "We can barely drive in the rain," she said, noting that the previous year's Mardi Gras was celebrated in shorts. Record snowfall is expected across the region, with areas along the Interstate 10 corridor, including Houston, New Orleans, and Mobile, Alabama, forecast to receive up to 6 inches, 15 centimeters, of snow. The blizzard warning in Lake Charles, Louisiana, marked a historic moment, with winds and heavy snow reducing visibility in a region not accustomed to such conditions. As temperatures plunged, governors in Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama declared states of emergency, and many school systems closed for the day. Local authorities urged residents in Louisiana to stay indoors, with officials warning of dangerous ice accumulation on roads. In preparation for power outages, warming centers were set up across communities to shelter the homeless. As the storm continued eastward, dangerously cold wind chills were expected to persist, particularly in the upper Midwest, where temperatures could feel as cold as -50 degrees Fahrenheit, -46 degrees Celsius.
Boy, he is covered with snow.
In Texas, the extreme cold prompted concern over frozen pipes, with many homeowners seeking help from plumbing services.
I'd say right now we have a good...
"There is a little bit of panic," said Jonathan LeBron, plumbing manager at Nick's Plumbing in Houston, noting an uptick in calls from residents concerned about frozen pipes. This unusual cold snap follows a polar vortex disruption, with the Arctic blast affecting the region well into the week. Residents across the eastern U.S. are bracing for more harsh weather, with temperatures only expected to gradually return to normal by the end of the week. The NWS warns that visibility may drop below a quarter mile due to blowing snow, and road conditions are expected to remain dangerous even after the snow stops. Residents are urged to avoid travel and stay indoors unless necessary. In Texas, a fatal crash involving multiple vehicles was reported in Zavala County, with first responders hindered by slippery roads and grounded medical helicopters. Houston saw numerous accidents, including a pileup involving 4 semi-trucks on Interstate 69, as icy conditions worsened. Houston Mayor John Whitmire advised residents to stay home, saying, "We're doing everything we can to prepare, but we need your cooperation. Don't risk your life or jeopardize our first responders." Power outages have been reported across the region, with over 33,000 customers in Texas left without electricity. The Electric Reliability Council of Texas, ERCOT, issued a transmission emergency due to freezing precipitation affecting power lines. Even after the snow subsides, sub-freezing temperatures will persist, with icy roads, especially on bridges and overpasses, remaining a significant concern. A weaker cold front arriving Thursday night is expected to prolong the frigid conditions, keeping lows below freezing in snow-covered areas. Meteorologists note that this event could rival some of the largest snowfalls in modern records for the Gulf Coast. Narrow snow bands, similar to rain bands during floods, may cause localized totals to exceed 10 inches in some areas. This is shaping up to be a historic snowfall event, the NWS stated. Residents are advised to stock supplies for several days, check on elderly neighbors, and exercise extreme caution. Blizzard warning, in effect until 12 p.m. Tuesday for Lake Charles, Lafayette, and surrounding areas. Avoid travel. Roads will remain icy and hazardous through Tuesday night. The winter storm is bringing dangerous conditions to millions of people, from South Texas to northern North Carolina. As thermometers plunged Tuesday morning, health warnings and road closures spread, but people also seized a rare opportunity to see their neighborhoods coated in snow and to go sledding. There's something really remarkable walking out your front door and stepping out into snow, Houston resident Patrick Van Pelt told Houston Public Media. He added, "It seems like every 10 or 12 years we'll get some snow, but never where I would contemplate going sledding." The storm is being powered by a unique blend of Arctic air dropping down from the north, as a low-pressure system draws large amounts of moisture onshore from the Gulf of Mexico. The resulting winter storm's track is similar to a tropical storm, as it carves an icy path from the Gulf Coast to Georgia and the Carolinas.
It's almost a whiteout out here.
In the Florida Panhandle, Pensacola stands to see its first measurable snow since 2014, according to member station WWF. As the system moves east, heavy snowfall will spread Tuesday afternoon in southeast Alabama and southwest Georgia, with the NWS Tallahassee office predicting 3 to 4 inches of snow. On Monday, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp declared a state of emergency through January 28th, member station WABE reports. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis also declared a state of emergency, according to member station WFSU. Forecasters have been warning for days about the storm's potential impacts, but even as it unfolded on Tuesday, experts warned that some predictions remain in flux. The NWS office in Peachtree City, Georgia, says snow and freezing rain are likely to stick due to the extremely low temperatures. But it adds that for a large part of Georgia, frozen precipitation will need to fall through a lower layer of dry air, making it difficult to predict accumulation amounts.